Extract from the diary of Dr. Now, I must tell the story from my memory and my diary. I start from the morning after we tried to catch the convict on the moor. October 16th was a dull, foggy day with light rain. The house was covered in clouds, and the moor looked sad and wet. Sir Henry felt very upset after the strange night. I also felt a heavy worry inside me. Something bad seemed to be coming, but I could not explain it. There are many strange things happening around us. The last owner of the hall died just like the family legend said. People say they see a strange creature on the moor. Twice I heard a sound like a dog barking far away. It is hard to believe, but some say it is a ghost dog. The peasants even say it has fire coming from its mouth and eyes. Holmes would not believe such stories, and I don't want to either, but the sound was real. If there is a big dog, it would explain a lot. But where does it live? What does it eat? Why do no people see it during the day? The normal explanation is also hard to believe. Besides the dog, there is the man in London who warned Sir Henry not to come to the moor. Maybe he is a friend or an enemy. Is he still in London, or has he followed us? Could he be the man I saw on the hill? I only saw that man once, but I am sure he was a stranger. I have met all the neighbors here. That man was taller and thinner than others. Maybe it was Barrymore, but we left him behind. So someone unknown is still following us. Just like in London, we cannot lose him. If I catch him, maybe our problems will end. Now, I must try my best to find him. At first, I wanted to tell Sir Henry my plans, but I decided to keep quiet. Sir Henry is very nervous after hearing the strange sound on the moor. I will not make him more worried. I will work alone. This morning, Barrymore wanted to talk to Sir Henry. They spoke privately for a while. I heard loud voices and knew they were arguing. Then Sir Henry called me. Barrymore feels it was unfair to hunt his brother-in-law. He told us the secret freely, said Sir Henry. Barrymore looked pale but calm. I spoke too quickly. I am sorry, but I was surprised when I heard you chasing Selden again. He has enough problems already, said Barrymore. Sir Henry said, if you told us freely, it would be different. You or your wife only told us because you had to, Barrymore answered. There are many lonely houses here. He could hurt anyone. Just look at Stapleton's house. No one can be safe while he is free. Barrymore promised he will not hurt anyone again. Soon he will leave for South America. Please, do not tell the police he is here. They stopped looking for him. If they know, my wife and I will be in trouble. But what if he attacks someone before he goes, Barrymore said. He would not be that foolish. We give him food and help. That is true. Barrymore thanked us deeply. If he was caught again, it would break my wife's heart. Sir Henry said to me, we may be helping a criminal, Watson, but I don't think I can give him up now. Barrymore started to leave, but then came back. You have been kind to us. I want to help you. I know something about Sir Charles's death. I should have told you before, but I only learned it after the inquest. He? Yes. Do you know her name? No, but I know her initials. They are L. He usually had many letters because people often asked him for help. That morning he had only one letter. I did not think much about it, but my wife found ashes of a burned letter in Sir Charles's study. Most of it was burned, but a small piece was left. It said, please burn this letter and be at the gate by 10 o'clock. It was signed with the initials L.L. Do you still have that piece? No. Is? No. No more than you. But if we find her, Barrymore, after that we had our own troubles. Also, we cared for Sir Charles a lot. Talking about this would not help him. And there is a lady involved. We must be careful. You thought it might harm his good name, Barrymore said. At first, I thought it would not help to tell you, but you have been kind, and now I feel I must tell you everything I know. Sir Henry said, Very well, Barrymore. You can go. After Barrymore left, Sir Henry asked me, What do you think about this new information? I said. It makes things even more confusing. Sir Henry agreed. Yes, but if we find L, we can understand everything. We know someone has the facts. What should we do? I said. We must tell Holmes at once. This will help him find the answers. I hope it brings him here. I wrote a report about our talk and sent it to Holmes. He had been very busy with another case. His notes were few and short. But this new news should interest him. I wished he was here. October 17th was rainy all day. The rain fell on the ivy and dripped from the roof. I thought about the convict on the cold, wet moor. He must have suffered for his crimes. Then I thought about the stranger, the man in the cab, the figure by the moon. Was he there too, watching in the dark? In the evening, I wore my raincoat and walked on the wet moor. The rain hit my face and the wind blew in my ears. I reached the Black Tor, where I saw the stranger before. From there, I looked over the sad hills. The rain and clouds made the view gray and cold. I saw Baskerville Hall's 2 towers through the mist. They were the only signs of people, except old huts on the hills. There was no sign of the stranger. As I walked back, Dr. Mortimer came by in his dog cart. He often visits to see how we are doing. He gave me a ride home. He was worried because his little dog was missing. It had gone onto the moor and never came back. I tried to comfort him, but I feared the dog was lost, like the pony on Grimpen Mere. While riding, I asked Mortimer, Do you know most people who live near here? He said, Yes, almost all. I asked, Do you know any woman with the initials L? L? He thought, then said, No, except some gypsies and workers. But wait, there is Laura Lyons. Her initials are L, and she lives in Coombe Tracey. Who is she? I asked. She married an artist named Lyons. He left her. People say both were at fault. Her father did not want to help her because she married without his permission. She has had a hard life because of this. I asked Barrymore, How does she live? He said, I think old Franklin gives her a little money, but not much because he has his own problems. People here know her story and some helped her earn money honestly. Stapleton helped, and so did Sir Charles. I gave a little too. I helped her start a typewriting business. Barrymore wanted to know why I asked, but I did not tell him much. There is no need to share everything now. Tomorrow, I will go to Coombe Tracey to meet Mrs. Laura Lyons. She has a bad reputation, but if I see her, we will learn more about this mystery. I am careful when I talk. When Mortimer asked too many questions, I changed the subject by asking about Franklin's skull. Then he talked about skulls for the rest of the ride. I have learned a lot living with Sherlock Holmes. One more thing happened on this sad, rainy day. I talked to Barrymore again. This gave me another important piece of information to use later. Mortimer stayed for dinner and then played cards with Sir Henry. Barrymore brought me coffee in the library, and I asked him some questions. I said, Has this man gone, or is he still hiding outside? Barrymore said, I don't know. I hope he is gone because he causes trouble. I haven't seen him for 3 days, but I left food for him last time. I asked, Did you see him then? No, but the food was gone when I checked. So he was there? Maybe. You know, there is another man? Yes, he is hiding too, but not a criminal like Selden. I don't like it. Doctor, I'm worried, I said. Tell me honestly what you don't like. Barrymore hesitated, then said, All these strange things worry me. There is something bad happening. I want Sir Henry to go back to London, I asked. What scares you? Barrymore said. Look at Sir Charles's death. That was bad, even if the coroner said otherwise. Listen to noises on the moor at night. No one crosses it after dark. Look at the stranger hiding there. What is he waiting for? It is not good for the Baskervilles. I will be glad when Sir Henry's new servants take over. I asked. What did Selden say? Barrymore said. Selden saw him once or twice. He is secretive and does not show what he thinks. At first, Selden thought he was the police. But the stranger has his own plans. He seems like a gentleman, but Selden does not know what he does. Where does he live? In the old stone huts on the hillside, where old people used to live. What about his food? Selden found he has a young helper who brings him food. Maybe he goes to Coombe Tracey for supplies. I said, Thank you, Barrymore. It is wild outside, and even wilder in the old stone hut on the moor. What hatred drives a man to hide there? What serious purpose makes him stay? That hut seems to be the center of the mystery. I promise I will work hard to solve it soon.